Top 10 finishes in 12 races. There has been a rising star reaching for his share of notoriety. Tim Kaeding, elevated to the lead driver's position for the Beef Packers team, has shown why Dennis Roth feels that this is his candidate for a full schedule run next season. Tonight from Oklahoma City, will it be the up-and-comer, the veteran on the rebound, or maybe the king adding to his season's leading points total? It's all coming up next on the Outdoor Channel's Wednesday Night Horsepower. Brought to you by Optima Batteries.
No one driver has dominated this track over the years. Steve Kinzer gets the great shot. And we're off and running under green. Top 5 cars make the transfer into the main event. White flag lap.
From State Fair Speedway in Oklahoma City, it's the World of Outlaws Racing Series. Hello, everybody. Art Ekman along with Brad Doty. This track here in Oklahoma City, Brad, hasn't been used a lot, and in fact, there's one unique danger here.
Well, the unique danger is the wind. It can kick up out of nowhere, but as you said, they haven't run this track. There was actually grass growing right out of the straightaways up to about a week ago, so the crew's done a great job getting the track ready. As far as I know, this is the only place that's ever been canceled because of wind. It can come out of nowhere.
We got Steve Kinzer's impression.
Seems like the wind blows really hard here all the time. We got a good calm night tonight, so that's going to help out a little bit. But again, this track hadn't been ran on for a while. From what I understand, it had grass growing on it last week and stuff. So, but it looks like they've got it pounded down pretty well. We'll wait and see what happens. But it is a big half mile and it's fast. It's usually a lot of fun to run on.
One of the most significant driver changes here in the late going of the season has been the Beef Packers number 83 elevating a young talent to the lead seat.
As far as the 83 team, I think the way it looks, we are going to finish the year out with Tim Kaeding, and the way it looks, we're going to go out next year and run the full season.
One of the reasons Tim Kaeding's moved up to that #1 spot, he does have 2 preliminary wins, but he also won just a week ago today in Hobstadt, Indiana.
Tim getting a head start on his announced full schedule for next year in his run at Rookie of the Year. Here at Oklahoma City, Danny Osowski got his very first World of Outlaws victory.
It was definitely unexpected because we didn't expect to win here, especially coming down here. It was the very first time I've ever been here, and I was driving for Guy Forbrook in his car, and that was his first win, my first win here, so it's very near and dear to our heart.
Danny's not the only one that this place is near and dear to his heart. I also got my first World of Outlaws win right here at Oklahoma City.
The first of many in a Hall of Fame career. We've had several first-time winners this year. Craig Kinzer, Jason Sides, Shane Stewart. Maybe we'll have another young lion raised to the occasion here tonight and take on the veterans. Heat racing just around the corner. The World of Outlaws on the Outdoor Channel is brought to you by Optima Batteries and by Jack Daniel's Tennessee Whiskey. Your friends at Jack Daniel's remind you to laps. Here's Brian Brown on the pole with Aaron Crocker next to him in the front row. Craig Delansky and Jason Myers in row 2. and row 3, Peter Murphy and Danny Lasowski, who just nailed down his 14th quick time of the year. In row 4, Travis Rylett and Mike Woodruff doesn't make the call. He'll have to go to the B main if they can get that car repaired. Accelerating out of turn 4, waiting for the green flag. We're under green. Aaron Crocker in the 16 Rensselaer car taking the command immediately. And in Brian Brown right behind her.
When it's long back straightaways here at Oklahoma City, really flying when you go into turn 3. The turn 3 are wide sweeping turns, you can see it there. But when they go into turns 1 and 2, it's the opposite. It's very narrow compared to 3 and 4.
Good battle for second place going on right now with Brian Brown. And then we got Jason Myers. Jason Myers, Elite Landscaping, number 14. There's Aaron Crocker, the First Lady, and she's earned that title this year.
Yeah, she's had a really good year. They have struggled the last couple of weeks, but it's been a real learning experience for that whole team. Mike Woodring, the car owner and crew chief, so they've done a heck of a job.
Battle for third, Myers, Delansky. Delansky in the VMAC number 7, starting to put the pressure on. Crocker, Brown, Myers, Delansky, and Lasowski. There's Myers and Delansky.
You had to see those two going at it. Remember, Myers filled in for Delansky, drove the 7 car with that back injury when Delansky had it, so see them out here racing, but I guarantee you right now they're not even thinking about that. They're just trying to pass each other.
Well, Delansky's done an amazing job coming back this year after that terrific injury that put him out for so long. He's doubled his career win total in one season coming back.
Yeah, no matter who you are after an injury like that, you know, it takes some time to get your rhythm back, and you have to have some self-doubt, you know, what it's going to be like when you do come back to racing. But you said he's had a really successful year.
3 laps to go in the Lucas number 17. That's Brian Brown. Good to see him back in the world of Outlaws.
Yeah, we saw him start the season in the Casey's General Store car there, but as we've seen a lot of sprint car racing, driver changes happen throughout the season, and it continues to happen.
Delansky just can't quite get the edge on Myers. Myers doing a good job holding him off.
Now you can see now Delansky trying to go around the outside with a lot of momentum.
Get that number 17 car right there, and he makes the pass. The VMAX 7 moving up a notch.
Boy, and he just drove that thing in really hard on the outside of Myers, and it stuck, had the momentum, and made the pass.
Final lap underway with Aaron Crocker, our leader. Aaron Crocker, her 7th heat win of the year, gets the checkered flag. Brian Brown taking 2nd place. Let's take a look at the official results. It's Crocker, Brown, Delansky, Myers, Lasowski getting the transfer spots. Murphy and others going to the B main.
I'm so excited to see that checkered flag. We've had an awful few months out here. Well,
on the pole with Brian Paulus next to him, Joey Saldana and Schatz in row 2, Kading and Barry Hill in row 3, Henderson and J.D. Johnson in the final row. Saldana holding the track quick time record for one lap here at 15 seconds, 15.60. Oh, almost scraping the wall.
Yeah, Barry Hill got real high there, about hit the wall, did a nice job, turned the car and got away from it.
Meanwhile, Paulus out front. The Arnold Transportation number 28 takes a decisive lead.
Well, that's one thing nice about starting up front, especially in these heat races. Get out there in that good, clean air, nobody in front of you. You can run any line you want to.
Number 40, that bright blue car already fading back and gets another challenge right there. Kading to the outside. Very close action. Good speed on that backstretch.
Boy, it is a long back straightaway, and you can see Kading really working that steering wheel. Now he slides up. Under Garner's, he slides up, turns the car, gets a run.
And the Beef Packers car gets the edge.
What happened there is Garner slid up across that bottom. You could see Kading try to turn the car and got a good run off of turn 4.
Saldana in 3rd place. And there's our leader, number 28, Brian Paulus. Paulus had a great start on the season. Also, recently had a string of 12 races where he and his crew posted 5 top 5 finishes and 7 top 10s.
Been a really consistent year for Brian and their whole crew. Another guy there that's been consistent and consistently fast too, Donnie Schatz.
Boy, he's come on strong, especially late in the season. 12 race span for him, and 11 top 10s, 10 top 5s during that 12 race span. Not to mention 7 wins.
Yeah, that's all they care about is how many wins.
5 laps down. We've got 3 to go here in our 2nd heat of action. It looks like Paulus could coast and to take the checkered flag. Battle for the transfer spot, though. Gardner right now has it. Barry Hill, he's got a good lead on Barry Hill as they go down the backstretch.
Well, you saw Barry Hill try to get a run on him and almost get under him into turn 1, and Garner kind of shut the door, and you could see what happens there. Barry Hill had to turn the car. He lost a lot of ground to him.
Paulus out in front, just cruising.
Racetrack in pretty good shape right now, just a little bit dry, but remember, these crew done a great job here. This racetrack hadn't been run for a couple years, so they had their work cut out for them to get it race ready.
White flag. And a wing-to-wing battle. Barry Hill, the slide job. So Gardner really moving backwards.
Yeah, it looks like Garner's really slowing.
The checkered flag for Paulus. Another fine heat win for him. Schatz in 2nd. And oh, what a close, too close to call for 3rd. The official results, Paulus, Schatz in 2nd place. Kading just edging out Saldana for 3rd. And Barry Hill gets the final transfer spot.
This Arnold Transportation Who Monster number 28's been awesome tonight. Take back a little bit on qualifying. I think we were 18th quick. We made the dash because of some guys not making it, so we're just going to have a work cut out for us. I mean, we've started in the back before. We worked our way up into the top 5 spot, and hopefully tonight will be the same way.
Fans all the way from Florida to Oklahoma City to enjoy the World of Outlaws action. We'll have more heat racing when we return.